Somebody came up to me yesterday and asked, how do I always look so put together? And to be honest with you, I didn't know how to respond to that. So I just graciously said thank you and I kept the conversation moving. But I gave that some thought because honestly, it's not that difficult to always look put together. And of course, there are some days when you go out the house looking like a troll, because I do too. But most of the time, I'm going to look my best. So here are 8 tips that I personally believe will help you feel your absolute best instantly, but not just for short-term gains. If you do them consistently over time, you're going to always be looking your best naturally. So let's get into it. My first tip is putting me time into your schedule first thing in the morning. This is before any work responsibilities, being a mom, being a wife, whatever you have going on, schedule some me time for you first thing in the morning. Here's why this is going to make you instantly feel your best. As soon as you wake up in the morning, your mind starts going. You probably got a meeting. You probably got to get your kids ready for school if you have kids, or you got to get your husband breakfast if you have a husband or a partner or whatever. Like, the whole world comes right on top of you the minute you open your eyes. If you don't dedicate time for yourself, you will eventually lose yourself. I promise you. I've seen it happen to so many women, and it's hard. This is a hard step to follow. I know. You hear me complain that sometimes I didn't get enough sleep the night before, so I couldn't exercise, and it totally ruins my day, honestly. But when I'm in that space where I can get my sleep and I can wake up before everybody starts getting to me and I can dedicate some me time to exercise, it's a game changer. I am guaranteed a beautiful day because I've put myself first. I've filled into my cup. I've done something that I know is going to benefit me in the long term. Even if it's just 20 minutes or 30 minutes of exercise, you're not doing wrong for yourself for exercising. You're losing nothing by putting some time into yourself first thing in the morning, specifically to exercise. If exercise is not your thing, sometimes people do journaling, sometimes they do meditation, they do prayers. I do my prayers as soon as I jump up out of bed, and then I go into my exercise. But the point of this is exercising because those endorphins that you get once you break that sweat, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel like you're replenishing yourself. You're setting yourself up for success for that day. And not just that day, but days into the future. If this is something that you do consistently every day, you're going to be snatched all the time, effortlessly. First thing in the morning, guys, get your exercise in. It doesn't have to be the gym. You don't have to do anything extravagant. Jumping jacks at home, a little bit of weights, some walking, if that's all you can do. Whatever it is, figure out a routine that works. Stick to it. Make you priority, because at the end of the day, if you're not prioritizing yourself, ain't nobody gonna prioritize you for you. Somebody said, if not now to be your best self, then when? Because we're only getting older, so might as well make today the day that you feel and look your best. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, drink your teas. If it's green tea, I don't drink green tea because it's caffeine, but I know a lot of people do, and it's got lots of good benefits. So if you're not caffeine sensitive like me, you can drink your green tea. Chai tea, whatever tea it is, drink some tea in the morning. It, again, just like number 1, it is pausing, taking a moment, enjoying your tea, and also getting the antioxidant benefits that the tea gives you, whatever digestive benefits, whatever kind of tea you're drinking, there's benefits in that tea. And you're not just calming your spirit, your soul, but you're also benefiting your body. You're going to instantly feel better. Like the minute I drink my tea, like I'm forced to sit down and really drink my tea. Like I'm not drinking my tea in a hurry. Tea is something that cannot be rushed. Sit down, you enjoy, even if you're at work maybe, and that's the only time you get to drink your tea, but just take a few minutes, sip, release, think, and keep going. But I honestly believe that tea is not just good for you, science backs that up, but it's really good for your mental. And again, these tips aren't just physical, they're also to help you like release, relax, refresh, restore, so that you can look your best self today and in the future. So drink your teas. If you're not a tea person, juicing. Y'all know I am always juicing. I don't buy my babies box juices. Absolutely not. They are getting smoothies or juicing. And the main juices that I love, pineapple, cucumber, celery. I put them through my juicer. I drink that in the morning. Not only is it going to clean out your digestive system, and we want a clean digestive system, the bromelain and the pineapple will help debloat you. You can add ginger in there also. Like, filled with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. Like, it's not just only hydrating you and refreshing you, but it is also setting you up to glow throughout the day, today and tomorrow. So juicing or teas, whichever one or both, I do both. You cannot go wrong with that. This one is for the girlies that want to lose weight quickly and healthy. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so I'm going to put a little disclaimer. Do not hold me accountable for any medical advice because I'm not a doctor. I'm telling you right now, go to your nutritionist, to your doctor, confirm what I say or discuss it, research it. Accept what I say as just my own personal experience, and I'm only sharing with you what works for me. But if you are able to replace one meal with a smoothie, you are going to see an instant difference. I feel like what they taught us growing up, that you had to have a big breakfast, a big lunch, and a big dinner, is garbage. Clearly, it's not working because most of society got diabetes, high blood pressure, they're overweight, they're dealing with all kinds of things. Not to say that those ailments we're not going to get affected from whatever ailment. Even if you try to be healthy, you still may, but at least you're trying your very best to avoid getting those things, which are largely induced because of poor eating habits. I honestly believe that you can replace one of those 3 meals with a smoothie and still feel full, still be energized, and give yourself enough nutrition for the day. Y'all know I love my smoothies. Y'all always see me drinking smoothies with spinach, banana, protein powder, oats. So many good things in a smoothie that keeps me full for a very long period of time and has low calories. Instantly, I feel snatched when I have a smoothie for a meal because I'm not feeling bloated. I didn't overindulge. It's giving me a lot of energy. My skin is gonna glow. Like, I just feel so much. I feel like I'm doing, I'm being a healthy girl, and I'm doing good for myself by making the smoothie, drinking the smoothie. It's a process, and you just feel good after doing that and drinking it. I honestly believe that if you can replace one of those 3 meals with a smoothie every day, you're going to be snatched today, you're going to be snatched tomorrow. Y'all listen to me. Listen to me. This is an honorary mention, so I'm not going to include it in the points, but intermittent fasting. Y'all hear me talk about intermittent fasting all the time. I'm not including it only because it's not an instant glow up. You're not going to instantly feel anything by intermittent fasting. But if you were to do it consistently, you would find that you don't have to worry that much about weight gain. Like, your weight would be stable, or you would lose weight and get to a really good place in your body that you're proud of. I honestly believe that if I was not intermittent fasting, even though I am a vegan, if I was not intermittent fasting, I would be heavier than I am. Like, I would have to watch my weight. I'd probably struggle with weight gain because every time I go on vacation and I eat late at night, we're eating the constant dinners day after day, I come back from vacation 5-10 pounds heavier. Like, it's unbelievable, not 10 pounds, but like, it's unbelievable how much weight I can put on in a very short period of time just from eating dinners day after day in a very short period. Like, in a week or 2 weeks, 5 pounds instant. If you can avoid eating late at night by intermittent fasting, do so. Do so. It works. I am here to tell you that it works. I have 2 kids, so I know what I'm talking about. Intermittent fasting works. But again, you have to speak to your doctor or nutritionist if you're able to do that. I'm not including this as a point, but I just, as a sidetrack to the smoothie, I wanted to mention that intermittent fasting is something that I absolutely swear by because it works. Point number 4, always have your nails done. Mine are very basic today. One of them just chipped right before I did this video because I was actually doing a TikTok for my hair and it went off, but I'm about to fix that before I leave the house. But always have your nails done. I don't know what it is, but I am personally, when I meet somebody or maybe I go for a meeting or something and it's a lady, I'm looking at her makeup, I'm looking at her nails. I'm not judging, but I'm just like, I'm intrigued by, you want to see how other women are dressing, how they're carrying themselves. I really feel like, you see me moving my hands, your hands are an extension of your voice and they should be well put together. You don't have to go get your nails done at the salon and pay a whole pile of money if you don't want to. I did this at home. Right now I'm in the period of life where I'm bathing my kids. I'm constantly washing dishes. So like, my hands are very much being used extra, and so it's really hard for me to keep gel polish on and look presentable, which is why I did it myself. Do your nails yourself. If you don't even want to put polish on, just make sure that they're shaped properly and that they maybe have a little shine to them. Buff it, that's it, but they should look presentable. There shouldn't be gunk in your nails, like they shouldn't be cracked or split or anything. You want to look your best, and I swear, and most women will tell you this, when they go get their nails done, they come out of that salon feeling like $100. It's easy. You don't have to go to the salon. You can do it at home. But just taking that time, that mental space to sit down and do your nails or get them done does wonders for you. Like, you're instantly glowing up. And if you make it a habit to always have your nails put together, you're going to be that girl. I promise you. This is a sidebar to that point. But when you are doing your nails, if you're getting gel polish, try and get some gloves. You know, the nail polish gloves that you put on before you put your hands under the machine, because that's going to prevent the UV rays from damaging your skin. You want to protect your skin. Again, this isn't a point, but I'm just sidetracking to some other points that I feel are very useful for you to know. But yeah, invest in some gloves. I have some. I got some on Amazon. If you don't know where to find them, I can link mine below. But yeah, invest in some gloves. When you put your hands under that UV lamp, you want to make sure that they're protected. If you don't use gloves, at the very least use sunscreen, because you don't want this part of your body to be all wrinkled up and like it's not making any sense. So we want to protect our hands. Okay, this is number 5. Always take care of your hair. Make sure that it's at least conditioned, that it's healthy. You know, get that haircut when you need to get your haircut. Dye it if it needs to be dyed. But just doing something for your hair, whatever your hair needs, being attentive to the needs of your hair is going to instantly make you feel better, and you're going to obviously look good like immediately. Keeping that in consistently as a habit, taking care of your hair, is going to always make you look good. Every week I do a deep conditioning treatment. I always have oil on my scalp because I'm growing my hair. I want my ends to be taken care of. I don't do any styles that are going to really weigh my hair down or damage my hair. Like when I got braids the other day, I begged and begged, do not make the hair too tight. I don't want any headaches. I don't want my hair breaking. And they did a really good job and they listened. If you do protective styles like braids or wigs or extensions or whatever, make sure they're not too tight and you're not damaging your hair. You want to always make sure that your crowning glory is well taken care of, because it's one of the first things that people see. You come into the world, they're looking at your face, they're looking at what you're wearing, they're looking at your hair. Your hair should always be done. And if you don't have time in the morning, like sometimes I'm rushing and I get the door, get my kids to school, get to work, a bun, a slick back. But you're not going to see me coming out the house with my hair looking a hot mess. Absolutely not. It's going to be, at the very least, the edges are going to be done and the whole thing is going to be slicked together, or I'm going to wear a cap, but I'm going to look cute, because your hair has to always be done. I'm not saying this point just to comb your hair, but I'm emphasizing the fact that you should constantly be taking care of your hair and your scalp, because in the long run, you want a healthy mane, and you need to start today to protect your hair, to treat your hair so that in the future, it's going to be looking beautiful. So yeah, making sure your hair is done up. Get some gel if you have hair like mine. Always have gel in your purse as well for any flyaways or hairspray or whatever. But you just want to make sure that you take that added time to do your hair. Don't come out the house looking a hot mess, y'all. But this is 2025. We're not allowing that. There is no excuse for why you cannot comb your hair, or at the very least wear a hair wrap or something. But do not leave your house without combing your hair and taking care of your hair. Okay, this is turning into a beauty video, which was not the intention, but I guess to look good, you gotta look beautiful, and beautiful means taking these steps. So point number 6 is investing in good skincare. And I'm not talking about those TikTok videos where they have like 100 products in their routine. Absolutely not. Y'all see my routine, and it shifts. Some days I'm doing like a lot of layering, and other days it's just wash and castor oil, and I keep it simple and I keep it moving. But take some time. Make sure you're always removing your makeup at the end of the day. Always, and you're putting on at least some sort of moisturizing serum or oil before you go to sleep. Whatever your face needs, you're addressing that at nighttime so that in the morning you have an instant glow. First thing in the morning, like I be taping TikToks the minute I get out of bed. Even before I brush my teeth, my camera's going on and I'm taping a TikTok. People are seeing me raw and real, and my face looks good. Okay, it's not the best, it's not glass skin, but it looks nice, it's moisturized, and I instantly have that glow. You know why? Because I took the time the night before, I washed it very well. Sometimes I would do a mask. If not, I have my serum, I have my castor oil, I have whatever it is I'm putting on, I'm layering, and I'm going to sleep, getting all those those products working on my skin so that when I wake up, I'm instantly beautiful. Over time, this is going to lead to a really nice face. We're aging. We're going to get wrinkles. You know, we're going through the process, but you're trying to make sure that your face is retaining as much of the nutrients that it needs to look its best. And what you intake is going to contribute to that. And also what you put on your skin is going to contribute to that. So definitely take a few minutes in the evening. We took a few minutes in the morning. We're going to take a few minutes in the evening on ourselves to make sure that our skin is properly prepared so that in the morning we are glowing. This is an aside to that. I have like so many asides, but this is an aside to the skincare. The Aztec Healing Clay Mask, y'all, because I know not everybody can go get facials. And I only go get facials like a couple times a year because I don't really feel like I need to do a facial every month. But the Aztec Healing Clay Mask, y'all have seen me use that numerous times in my vlogs. I believe in that 100%. Add apple cider vinegar to it. Let me tell you, I even put it in my kids' bath. Eczema issues, like any bites or burns, whatever they have, I put that in there. It works, okay? I use it on my skin usually. It's in my rotation, but at least once a week I put it on. I've started now putting it on like on other areas where I get acne or I'm prone to getting acne, even on stretch marks on my belly. Like I'm putting it all over my body at this point. When I tell you, I'm seeing a difference. So I just wanted to mention that as an aside. You all know I'm going to give y'all the tips and tricks. Whatever works for me, I'm going to share. And I really believe in that. And it's cheap. And you can get it at the supermarket or you can order it on Amazon. I swear by it, you are not going to regret buying that product. I don't even know why I'm sharing that. That's not part of the video. But I had to mention it. Okay. Do not shoot the messenger. But this one is a little toxic. Okay. It's a toxic tip. I got it. It may not apply to you. And if it doesn't, just don't even worry about it. Ignore this. But it worked for me and it worked for many people in my family. So that's the reason I'm sharing it. And I don't know I've really heard anybody talking about it, probably because it's toxic, but I'm going to share it anyways. Take it with a grain of salt. I remember clearly when I was in high school, I had a wife of a cousin. So, you know, my family's Nicaraguan and some of them moved into Colombia and other parts in Latin America, but wife of my cousin had just given birth, and I like literally maybe 2-3 days before went to visit them. Why that woman was in the tightest jeans, like her regular jeans, she was literally, it was, her belly was bulging over and she's got that thing strapped. And so I asked her, why aren't you wearing like more comfortable jeans? That's a lie. I don't want to say that she had the baby 2 days. Maybe it was like a week. I don't think it was 2 days, but I can't remember now because it was in high school. Anyways, the point is she had just given birth and I went to go visit her and she was in her old tight jeans and she had the button about to explode and her belly pushing over. I'm like, why aren't you more comfortable? Like, why aren't you dressing in more looser things? Like, aren't you uncomfortable? And she says, in her culture, this is her words. In her culture, the woman will dress in their regular tight-fitting clothes as a reminder that this is where they need to get back to. This is so toxic, y'all. I'm so sorry. As a reminder that this is where they need to get back to, and they will unconsciously work towards fitting back into those jeans or fitting back into that outfit. When I tell you that this works, because the only way I can liken this is when you're home, let's say you're in COVID times and we're all in our pajamas. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't seeing nobody. Everybody's isolated and you're in your granny pajamas and you're just eating. The weight piles on, right? You're feeling comfortable. Things are loose. I got extra wiggle room. I'm not worrying about anything. And then it hits you. When you go put on that dress or that jeans, it can't fit. This is my tip. And this is for the healthy people who don't have any like health concerns or anything like that. And they just want to lose some weight or they're in the process of losing weight. Periodically try on your tight clothes or the clothes that you shoved in the back of your closet. Instant glow up, maybe not. Maybe, because maybe you might think, okay, I've been avoiding this jean and it actually does fit. It doesn't fit as bad as I think it does. I'm making progress. Or it's a light bulb moment to say, you know what, I need to do a little bit better. The jeans are getting too tight. We're gonna start cutting back and doing more exercise, and I'm gonna get into this jeans. Don't be afraid of the jeans. And I'm just using jeans as an example. It could be a dress, it could be whatever you're trying to fit into that's too tight. I found for me, I would actually pull those pieces out of my closet after I had my babies, and I would put them in a spot where I saw them all the time. So this is the tip. Take out whatever it is that you're avoiding in your closet and put it up where you can see it daily as a reminder that this is what you are aiming to get into, and give yourself a set date, a reasonable date, and keep trying that on. As you try it on and you're making your progress, you're going to feel so proud of yourself because it's no longer a scary item in your wardrobe. It is something that you are looking forward to, and being able to fit into that is going to be the icing on the cake. I guess I should use a different saying, but yeah, it's going to be, the peak of the mountain that you're going to be so proud of working towards this goal of yours instead of shying away from it, hiding it in the back, like feeling insecure about it. We're not insecure about nothing around here, y'all. We bring them to the front and we address it as it needs to be addressed. That's my last tip, is making sure that anything that you are hiding against in your wardrobe, bring it forward. Bring it forward. We need to see it constantly. We need to be reminded that, you know what? I ain't afraid of you jeans. You should be afraid of me, and I'm gonna fit into you. Just give me a few months and I'm going to fit into you the healthy way, and you're going to be my favorite jeans once again. Nothing in this life is comfortable. And if you have goals, or if you want to see yourself glowing and being in a certain, looking a certain way, being healthy, being fit, whatever it is, you got to work towards it. And you can't stay in your comfortable granny pajamas and think you're going to get there. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to take those steps, and you have to be constantly reminded as why you're doing this, what your goals are, and what you're doing every single day to get there. So that was my last tip, but I do have a couple more. I'm not including them, but I wanted to mention them because y'all know I will ramble and I will give y'all the tea. But there are a few more things I wanted to mention that aren't on my list, but I figured they should have like an honorary mention. The first one is replacing cow's milk. Now, I'm a vegan. Again, I don't eat any animal products. I am not here to use this platform to push people to be a vegan. People in my household aren't even vegan. That said, I do believe that veganism is mainly the reason why I look the best that I've ever looked. As I continue to get older, I just continue to look better because you are what you eat at the end of the day. Like you can't even deny that. You are what you eat. But that's not the point I want to make here. Cow's milk. If you are suffering from acne, weight gain unexpectedly, and a whole host of other issues, and you find that you drink cow's milk on a daily basis, really think about research. Again, speak to your doctor, but really think about cutting that out. My whole platform generated on the fact that I cut out cow's milk because it was affecting my skin, and I saw pretty much an instant turnaround in the health of my skin and the acne. And through cutting that out, then I started cutting out other things and then just seeing myself evolve. But cow's milk was the genesis of why I'm even here as Lidka Elena on, the social media personality, because cow's milk was nothing good for me. And it may be that you also have a negative reaction to cow's milk. So that's something that I wanted to mention. If you are on a journey to look beautiful, to be healthy, to lose weight, whatever that may be, and you find that you're drinking cow's milk every day or like very often, cut it out. Another thing I want to mention, if you are trying to lose weight, rice. I know in our culture here in the Cayman Islands, specifically or Caribbean, rice is something that's eaten almost every day. Like it's a staple that you're eating with your meat, with whatever it is that you have, you're piling on the rice. And I tell people all the time, if you're trying to lose weight, lose the rice, the white bread. I give you guys too many alternatives. Quinoa, buckwheat, like you don't need to eat rice every single day. I'm not saying cut it out completely. I'm just saying if you're one of those people that eat rice every single day and you're wondering why your waistline ain't moving or you've got issues, consider cutting out the white rice. Like, just try it. What do you have to lose? Replace it with something else, something more healthy, a salad. God forbid you actually replace it with a salad. It'd be awesome. Or root vegetables, or like I said, quinoa or buckwheat, whatever it is. Replace it and watch the scale change. I honestly believe that. I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope that these tips help you. I believe in them. I mean, they work for me. And I really think that if you incorporate them, you will see a difference, not just instantly, but if you do them consistently over time, you're going to naturally be that girl, that confident, that beautiful, that healthy, that well put together girl that I know you want to be. I mean, we only have one life to live. Make it your best life. Be your best self. This is the shell that you've been given. You need to take the best care of it. You need to prioritize yourself as much as you can. I know if you're a new mom or you've got other responsibilities, it's hard. Trust me, I know. I'm grateful for the times when I can sleep, and if I can't, I just do my best. But one thing about me, I'm going to try and pour into my cup, because if my cup is empty, I have nothing to share. So I hope you found this video useful. Definitely follow me on Instagram for cooking related videos, on TikTok for lifestyle related videos, and here on YouTube for a host of different topics that we talk about, my vlogs that show you insights into my life, into my healthy living, and my family. So I thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.